Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So I can make the screen cover that whole area. See what you think. My name is Mark. I'm trying to create a channel called The Ginger Boatman. I don't like that.
Feeling absolutely exhausted, possibly from yesterday's exhilarating adventures. And also got a vent in my roof that if I don't cover it up, it lets the sunlight in at about 4:30 in the morning. So I'm just going to have to get up.
Yep, I know that feeling. Look at this, check this out. I'm learning all this new tech. I know probably some of you are thinking, who's this idiot? This is an idiot that is learning all the new technology, but has a ton of passion for narrowboat life. So, and I hope that comes through on the camera, because that's what I want to create the channel about. Now imagine, some of you guys are wondering, how the hell do you get some post on your boat? Well, in terms of driving license and banking and things like that, obviously you need it to be in a house. But things like Amazon and that, I just pop over to the pickup points and pick it up. So this morning I picked up a comment from a guy called Harry, professional editor guy. Really pleased with his feedback, saying my first video was fairly impressive. However, I needed to work on some of the sound quality. So it's interesting that the same day I get that comment, I'm actually picking up a new microphone. There's the first little upgrade for this new channel. I'm on my way to pick up a new microphone. Today, everything's going to change. Uh-oh. It's not lighting up. Good. God, sussing this stuff out is really complicated. I feel a little bit out of my depth. I'll get there. Welcome back, everyone. It's been one hell of a steep learning curve so far. Initially, my first videos I'd sort of put on my MacBook, and I ended up with some issues, media not connecting, and that was down to using a hard drive that Mac didn't seem to like. So then after that, I subscribed to the cloud, 2 terabytes, $8.99 a month. I thought, right, I can just link the cloud to it and get my files in. No, Mac didn't like that either. What I've done is I've gone across to Windows, which I'm more familiar with. I really wanted to use the Mac because it draws less power, but at least I've got an option to make videos. So much to do, so much to learn. I'm still learning editing, but I'm grasping the basics at this point. I'm really excited about sort of where it's going and learning all the sort of new aspects of editing. What's coming up now is me just trying to throw the best quality sort of gear I can get out there. I've got a new microphone, so hopefully you can all hear me a bit better this time. Yeah, let's see where it goes. It's Sunday and it's absolutely roasting in here. Yeah, I'm working hard at this, but I'm so keen. I've even been invited out for a pint today and I've turned it down. So that's how keen I am, because the feedback I've been getting, I've been absolutely taken back. I never expected it to pick up so quickly and get such a good response. So going into this, very nervous, you know, early on talking into a camera. But I also realise now I'm not just talking into a camera, I'm talking to a viewer, which is fantastic. And some of these viewers are coming back at me and giving me feedback. Some people in the professional field saying sort of well done for an early edit. Yeah, brilliant. I can only go up from here. Bring it on. So for this video, I wanted to show you how I get a large screen on my boat. And more importantly, not taking up any space. So rather than give you a direct review, I thought I'd give you a reaction of my neighbour. Exactly 2 weeks ago today.
Is it?
Yeah. This is my neighbour Barry. I'm about to blow his mind. Yeah, so what I've got here, I don't know if you've seen these before or heard about them. I wanted to, when I first got on the boat, I brought a 40-inch television
All
on
right.
here, and it just took up all
Yeah.
of that space, and I'm like, wow.
I've got a 40-inch.
And it's
Yeah,
just too
I
big
know.
for it, so I ended up getting rid of it. Got a 12-volt telly.
I've put it on the underneath the gunnel.
Oh yeah.
I did have it in the corner at one time.
Yeah.
I had a 55-inch in the bedroom. It nearly went across the boat. It was brilliant, but that blew up on me.
Well, I ended up getting rid of mine, going for a 12-volt telly just so I can run it off grid without having the inverter on. So that was working for me.
Yeah.
But now I'm sort of learning this YouTube stuff. I'm sat here and I'm literally hunched over my screen, sort of trying to learn to edit. And what happens? I'm leaning forward here, my back starts playing up. So I thought I need a solution to this. So I was searching around the internet. Do I want a projector screen to sort of come down or anything? No.
Yeah, I looked into that.
And then by accident, I come across this, and this has sort of been a bit of a game changer. So I can do my editing and everything with this. So this is
brilliant.
Basically a screen in there, and you can change the tint. It's got like you can make it go darker, or you can have it more clear, so you can sort of see through the screen. But when you sort of use them, you're like, wow.
Yeah.
So I can make the screen cover that whole sort of area, if you like.
Yeah.
Which there's got to be a good 100-inch screen or something like that.
Does that connects to your tablet, does it?
Yeah. Yeah. So what I'll do, I've got it sort of set up on the MacBook here.
Yeah.
I've got a couple of vids there ready to go. So when I plug this in now, you can set the screen so as you turn your head, you can have the screen follow your head if you want, and it'll do it nice and slowly. Or, you know, if you're sort of moving your head, that would get in your face, wouldn't it? You can sort of press a button and lock it, anchor it to a part of the room.
Yeah.
And then as you turn your head, you're looking away from the screen. And so it's just like you're having the big telly there.
Yeah.
What you do, plug it in first. Hopefully it'll come straight on. I'll set it up so it's like on the wall there. There you go. Yeah, that's anchored already. In fact, I'll set it a bit higher. There you go.
Okay.
See what you think.
All right.
Can you see it?
Yeah. That's brilliant.
Yeah. So you've got a couple of extra buttons there.
For the light.
Yeah, you see it sort of letting the light through.
Yeah. I think that's the best now.
Oh, in the darker mode.
The darker mode, yeah.
Yeah, because it's daytime.
It's daytime now, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what I found when I was watching the snooker with that, I could literally have like the best match on the big screen in front of me on the glasses, and I could have the other match going on the telly, and I could see literally both screens next to each other. So it's pretty cool.
Oh, that's great.
Hang on, slap a video on.
Oh, that's brilliant.
So you get a better sort of idea of what it looks like there.
Yeah. Oh, this would be brilliant for football.
Yeah, that's what I thought. You know, you're into your footy.
I mean, I can play because I've got the same tablet as you. Oh, I see when you move. Yeah, it goes. Yeah, that's brilliant.
Is it following your head? It might be.
It's following me. Yeah.
Oh, is it? So
yeah.
Is it this button? You click it once.
Oh, yeah. Right. It's dropping slightly.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So lift your head up to a comfortable position, and then I think you press and hold that for a second. Is that?
Oh, that's it.
That's brought the screen back up then, hasn't it? Yeah.
Brought the screen back. Oh, that's good.
But like the size of it.
Yeah. Oh, it's massive.
It's great for doing work on, isn't it?
Oh, God, yeah.
Next.
I'm going to have to get one of these. Oh, that's great.
So I can, instead of like hunching over here looking at it, I can just pop these on, have it plugged in, get really comfortable.
Yeah.
I've got the keyboard in front of me.
Yeah.
Mouse there. I could just crack on in a really comfortable position. So really, I bought these out of having a bad back.
Probably ideal for me then.
Yeah, actually, yeah. So something to consider anyway. Okay, so after showing Barry those glasses, I guess you're probably curious about what on earth they are. So they are called the XREAL one. There are a newer version out there. I'm certainly not promoted by them, although you can do if you like, guys. Yeah, I'm not promoted by this company in any way, shape or form. This is just a tool I found useful to make boat life better for me. So I can pop these on and do my editing without sort of hunching over my screen so much. So they've been a little bit of a game changer. And of course, watching movies and stuff like that, I can just lie in bed, chill out, which is kind of the whole boat life thing for me. It's about having a more relaxing way of life. And shortly after Barry left, he caught himself a fish. And I realise that's not a typical view coming out of your living room window. So what must have been possibly one of the most terrifying things I've ever done, joining the world of YouTube and posting that first video. I'm certainly feeling encouraged to keep going with this now. In the last video, I was surprised to tell you that I'd got up to 20-something subscribers, so coming into the third video, I can't believe that I'm telling you I'm over 160 subscribers so early on. This is so encouraging. Thank you so much if you're one of those 161, and if you're new to this, thanks for joining me. So in response to viewer feedback, and thank you so much for that feedback, it means a lot to me and helps me steer the channel in hopefully the right direction. So with the cruising footage, it seems some would like to hear the sound of the engine and the real-time running, and some of you prefer the speeded up footage with some background music. I kind of like a little bit of both. I'm just going to mix it up a little bit and see what we come up with. I'd love to hear your thoughts and grow with the channel, because this is all new and I'm learning, and hopefully we've got the sound levels a bit better this time. So for now, while I work minimal hours and focus my efforts on the channel, I'm limited to how far I can cruise. And of course, it would be a dream come true if I was able to do this for a living. So meanwhile, I intend to show some of the things I've learned during my 6 years on the water, the knowledge I've gained working with hire boats, the endless list of maintenance jobs, and hopefully some mini interviews with other boaters. I love hearing people's stories of how they ended up on the water and how they feel passionate about being on the canals. And maybe give some tutorials along the way. How to operate locks, how to steer a boat, how to turn a boat around. I've seen some terrible driving out there, and I've seen some expert level boating out there. In fact, I'd like to cover some expert level boating in future episodes. I've seen some fantastic people out there driving boats in ways that amaze me. So I haven't given the name of my boat away yet, and that's partly because I'm not happy with the name, but it's also taken me 6 years to realise I can't find a name for it. I'm looking for a name that's sort of themed with the channel that would just fit perfectly, so I'd really be open to some suggestions, and I've got some ideas in my mind as well. So this is my dog Tilly. Sadly, due to a change in my work pattern, I had to give her to a friend, and that was probably one of the hardest things I've ever had to do, especially after all the pain I'd been through. So working long 12-hour shifts, I felt like it would have been unfair to leave the dog on the boat all day, especially in the warmer conditions like this, and she'd have been lonely for those long days. It just would have been cruel on her. So it was the hardest thing I had to do, but also partly what motivates me to do this now, because I miss having a dog so much, and I'd really like to bring one into the channel in future. Okay, so it's Friday. It's the day I'm supposed to be releasing my third video, and I was just getting towards the end of the editing just last night, and I was doing my voiceovers, and I could hear like my voice went a bit more flat. I realised I'm going a bit too hard at this. I've ended up having to take a day off work because I got so excited about everything going on. I sort of took my eye off the ball, working on the editing really late into the evening, and then after that had a late tea, and which caused me to have a really bad night's sleep, basically rough guts, and I feel really disappointed in myself for calling in work and, you know, telling them I'm not able to go in. Sorry about that if the guys in work are watching. Lesson learned. I'm learning a lot of lessons actually at the moment, more about obviously sound. We're working on that, talking into a camera, managing my own energy with this, and managing my time I realise is really important, because I'm so excited to just throw it out there that I'm sort of like skipping a few things and realising, oh god, I'm not getting things done. So I'm just going to slow it down a little bit and try my best to bring as good a quality content as I can. For the future, I've got some cruises coming up. We've got a little bit of time off coming up, so I'm hoping to get out there and do a bit more cruising. And next time, after some viewer feedback, I'll shove a camera right at the front of the boat so you've got a much better view of the travels down the canal. I'll keep one down the back so we can hear the engine noise, and also I'll talk to a camera and give you as much information and sort of give you a rolling commentary of my cruise, and that might help some of the people that are new to this. So for future vlogs, I'll document going through locks and do a rolling commentary of what I'm doing, why I'm doing what at certain times, and hopefully, you know, new boaters will find that kind of information useful. I've got a list of jobs on my boat, so I'm going to put a list together and we'll go through those things together, and I'll talk about, you know, how I'm going to deal with certain things. And of course there's one or two things I'm not even sure how to deal with, so maybe one or two of you guys out there, because I know there's people that are way more on expert level when it comes to narrowboating than I am. I'm 6 years in and work with higher boats, but I still feel like there's so many people that are much more expert level than me. I've seen some guys going through locks in London on the old traditional boats, and they just flow through those locks, and they're timing everything. The gates are coming open just as the boat's flowing in. It's just amazing to watch some of those things. So hopefully I'll try and find some of that footage and throw it in some later videos just to show what's right. And of course I'll show some bad stuff to show what's wrong and what's dangerous and what's safe. In fact, in my first vlog, when I did a lock, there was something I did a little bit wrong, which is a bit naughty considering I'm an ex-hire boat guy and I'm supposed to be teaching people how to operate a lock properly. So I'll definitely teach the do's and don'ts. Anyway, my battery's dying, so it's time to stop filming. We'll see you soon.